But Professor Madhav Nalapat, General Kulkarni mentioned Prime Minister Netanyahu's address at that joint session of the US Congress, multiple standing ovations. He asked US to fast-track the deployment, the delivery of arms, but he also reiterated his accusation against Iran. And if we see this entire Israel-Hamas war, you've got, the three H's, Hamas, Hezbollah, and the Houthis working against Israel in this war, overtly or covertly supported by Iran. How do you see that really playing out in the near future?
Well, look, Netanyahu is an ambitious person, and now he has nothing to lose except his job. And if he loses his job, he'll likely go to jail. So he has that kind of a choice, the same choice that the Biden administration has given Trump, either become president or go to jail. I think it's a very unfortunate choice. But the fact of the matter is, again, that so far as the U.S. is concerned, the U.S. will have to go on the side of Israel and would have to intervene. And they would have to at least assist Israel in going after Hezbollah and going after, frankly, the whole of Lebanon. Now, several Israeli politicians, including some ministers in Netanyahu's government, have said that they will convert Lebanon into another Gaza. Now, everybody knows what Gaza is, and the Israelis are perfectly capable of doing so. But the point is, this is going to ignite a kind of a border war, which is definitely going to involve heavy casualties on the Israeli side as well. No matter what the American assistance, there will be heavy casualties on the American side. Don't forget, these are suicide bombers. They don't care for their lives. For them, martyrdom goes a straight passage to heaven, which is, frankly, a completely unhealthy philosophy. And that's what they believe in. So in that situation, I'd like to say that, again, the general is perfectly right that one should not, go in for this playing chicken, that, okay, I do something, then you do something else, then I do something, because that kind of an escalatory cycle, we don't know where it will end. As far as the US is concerned, there's no doubt that if Israel is involved in a full-scale war, it will have to go on Israel's side. And my worry, frankly, is that Lebanon is not the problem. Iran is the problem. So in between settling Gaza, they have now tried, they have talked about a northern front in Lebanon. Now, in between that, the worry is that Netanyahu continues in power. They will talk about a front involving Iran. And that would really be a tremendous existential crisis for the entire Middle East. We are talking about huge spikes in oil prices. We are talking about huge disruptions in logistics. We are talking about hell let loose, frankly, because Netanyahu has been obsessed with dragging the US and getting the US to help him finish off Iran. He's been obsessed with that. And he identifies Iran as the sponsor of Hezbollah, which it is, quite frankly. It's also a part sponsor of Hamas, but there are many other sponsors, including in several other parts of the Arab world, who are not open sponsors. Iran is an open sponsor. Sure. And yes, Hezbollah, Hamas, and Iran are joined by what I believe is a philosophy that has ruined their safety and their people. And that is saying that Israel has no right to exist. How can you say that? Israel has every right to exist as an independent state. It's every right to exist. If it's as a Jewish state. The Jewish people suffered the worst horrible agonies during World War II, and the whole concept of Israel was to ensure that would not happen a second time around. And after the Holocaust, the Jewish people are very clear. They will not allow a second Holocaust. You're not going to have that magnitude, certainly, in this kind of a conflict. But if Iran also enters the conflict, it's going to be a significant...
leads me to my final question.
Go ahead.